Hello, I'm Janet Yellen with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, Donald Trump is continuing to chase headlines, saying he'd probably replace Fed Chair Janet Yellen if he won the White House. This is despite him supporting the US central bank's efforts to keep interest rates low. In other real news, existing home sales in the US have rebounded more than expected in March. Sales jumped 5.1% from February, when they were unusually low, and 1.5% from the previous year. The National Association of Realtors figures show the median house price increased 5.7% from last year to $222,700. Analysts expect the strong start to the spring selling season to continue. As mortgage rates remain low, there's confidence in the economy, the stock market is showing gains, and the labour market is firming. The Commonwealth Bank of Australia is tightening its mortgage lending requirements for foreigners as the RBA warns Chinese property buyers pose an indirect risk. The country's largest mortgage lender will no longer approve applications that cite self-employed foreign income. The lender will also stop accepting foreign currency income of temporary Australian residents, who can now only borrow up to 70% rather than 80% of the value of a property. ANZ has made a similar move, as the number of Chinese people buying Australian homes has doubled for the second year in a row. There fears China's stock market might tumble like it did earlier this year. China's stock market has sunk the most in almost 2 months, with the Shanghai Composite falling by as much as 4.5%. Traders are struggling to pinpoint the reason behind the sudden sell-off, yet analysts say it's sparking concerns a January plunge is back. In New York, the benchmark US Treasury 10-year yield has inched up today to 1.80%. A possible change in monetary policy stance by the People's Bank of China has caught the bond market's attention. The bank says it will be paying attention to macroeconomic risks, especially an over-expansion of corporate leverage. Wholesale rates in New Zealand have fallen on the news, as have wholesale rates in many other countries. The US's move up is a bit of an outlier. The US oil price has surged to a 4-month high. It's currently at $43 a barrel, while Brent is just under $46 a barrel. The 4% rise follows an EIA report showing US crude stocks rose less than expected last week. The gold price is stable at $1,252 an ounce. The New Zealand dollar has weakened since yesterday, but remains high at just below 70.0 US cents. It's eased back to 89.5 Australian cents and 61.8 euro cents. The TWI has dropped off yesterday's high to 72.6. I'm Janet Yellen, and that was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.